If you're anything like me, you're probably tired of watching Hikaru and Levy streams and thinking that you too can one day be a chess master, and then immediately hopping onto chess.com and losing your 900 elo game in devastating fashion because you hung your queen for the fifth time in a row. Well, that's why I started playing FPS chess, and that's probably why you're playing too. Now, the thing is, FPS chess is a lot different than regular chess. In regular chess, sure, you have your piece rankings and obviously the queen's strongest going down, but it's not quite the same because your pieces don't have guns. Now, in FPS chess, they do have guns, and that matters a lot. So I'm gonna hop right into a tier list. So if you ever start playing this game, you know where to kick off and how to kick some ass for the first time on the chessboard. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the non-shiny pieces, and I just want to say thank you to the creator of this tier list. I was too lazy to make my own because I didn't want it to go and snip a bunch of screenshots from FPS Chess. Now, here we have the regular bishop, and what I like about the regular bishop, it's got great maneuverability, but you have to really get in close. What I found is against like higher level opponents, it can be really difficult to close that gap, especially if they're good at keeping their distance. They go climb the walls, climb the shelves, something like that. But I think it's solid. I think, you can catch a lot of people off guard, use the explosive to get in close with movement. I'm going to give it a solid B. I think it's a fair, but not busted. Um, the king, I like the king. The thing is, it's just a little tough, is that I think you can definitely catch some people off guard with the movement that it has, but I'm not fully sold on its ability to like counteract some of the stronger classes. So I think also it's another fair but not busted thing. The knight, okay, I'm super high on the knight. What I love about the knight is you get one headshot with the bow. So just ping them from across the map, and then you're guaranteed a kill with your special ability. Very good against things like the bishop. Very good against the king. Pretty much any class is beatable with the knight. You just got to get good shots in. I like the pawn. I think the pawn is solid here, but I don't think it's overwhelming. I think the pawn can beat anything if you play it right, but I feel like it also requires your opponent to misplay a little bit. So I'm not fully in love with it, but I don't think it's bad. Definitely not D, probably a C tier. The queen, I think the queen is another really solid piece. It's like very good, especially the non-special queen can very easily cover ground and very easily outdistance your opponents, which makes it hard for them to land shots. Um, Going to the top of the roof, for example, is a very elite strat where you can just chill up there and fucking ping people from below. I don't think it's the most busted because I'll explain the rook in a sec. Now, if you've ever played Call of Duty 2, like Call of Duty Black Ops 2, back in the day, you were probably a FaZe clan player. You were excited. You were like, "Fuck, I wanna be a FaZe player and do quick scopes and you know, hit people and make sick clips on Nuketown." Well, this is basically the chess equivalent of that in 2023 because holy fuck, this class is stupid. Or like the rook is just actually stupid. Off the start, you can instantly like zoom in. You predict which way your opponent's moving. Instant headshot and they're dead. Doesn't matter what piece they are. A one-shot headshot from across the map. Their special ability, I feel like, is a little underwhelming at times. Like the block is okay, but nothing spectacular. However, it's definitely nothing to scoff at and can be very valuable in the right situations. But man, oh man, that gun is insane, and a one-shot headshot in this mode is crazy, especially with how big the map is. Ridiculous, ridiculous, ridiculous. And yeah, if you're anything like me, that is the closest you'll ever get to being a pro CSGO player or Call of Duty Black Ops 2 sniper without a point 0.3 KD. Alright, so now we're going on the special pieces, and the special bishop I like a lot more. It took me a little while to figure out the shooting of his gun and the mechanics behind that, but I do really like it, and I think I'm a little higher on it than the B of the regular bishop. Still not in love with it, but I think it deserves an A. I think it's pretty solid. Definitely fucks up the pawns, can fuck up the knight. Uh, yeah. Now the king of special, I think the special king is not as good. I don't really love the helicopter blades that they do. Definitely a little awkward. I don't think it has the same one-shot capability that the other king has. So I gotta rate it a little below C tier. This knight as well, I think is I don't like it as much as the other knight. I do like the ability to like shoot backwards and maneuverability. It definitely plays very well into the special pawn, and I do kind of like their little crossbow, but I think it's good. I think it's good, but not as good as the other knight. I think the other knight is definitely better, and I would much rather take this one than the other one, but I don't think it's bad, so I'm gonna give it a solid B tier. Um, Special Pawn, I fucking love. I mean, even if I don't think it's the strongest, I think it gets railed by a lot of things, but being able to split into three and leap at your enemies without any moral consideration is just a beautiful thing. And then being able to chuck your sword at people. I've definitely hit some sick clips on my friends hitting like a sword from a good 20 meters and headshotting them, and they lose a queen, and I'm just emoting on them in real life, and then they swap my house. But at the end of the day, I think that a special pawn is really, really good at being fun. But I don't think it's that good overall. So I'm also going to put it in the C tier. Now, the special queen is sick because if you're like me, you also have a fetish for whips, and the queen is nothing special. Or well, I mean, she's something special, but I think besides the whip, which can be pretty exciting, I think that overall her kit feels pretty strong. And I would rate her probably A tier with the other queen. I like the distance she has. I like her ability to cover ground. Does a lot of damage. I like her ability to pull you in. A lot of flexibility. And yeah, I'm going to give her an A. Now, the special rook as well. First of all, I love the cannonball mechanic that he has, where you can just cannonball somebody and they go flying across the map. That's fucking sweet. But I'm definitely not in love with the damage output. I also feel like the special ability is a little awkward to use at times, which I'm not in love with. So yeah, I think I will put it in B. I think I'd rather have a lot of these other pieces in A over the Rook, but I don't think it's as bad as some of these other special pieces. And yeah, I don't think anything's truly D tier. I think anything is usable, um, given the right approach to it, and you can definitely win with any of these pieces against other pieces, but yeah, some are definitely stronger than others. Well, thank you guys. I am gonna go delete my browser history, but I hope you have a good rest of your life. Cheers.